Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sloppy Lab. I've got an NKFL match with Beyjin happening right now. So it's really fun. Just hopped into the banding tool. So yeah, gonna take a look and see how things go. Really tough opponent. And I have taken a see at their decks ahead of time. They have a bunch of really strong decks, and they are a fierce competitor. So this is not going to be an easy one for sure. Not that there are any, but certainly we have some spice to contend with. Um, if I was going to say that they have one hole in their lineup, one potential hole to exploit, it might be on the board control front. So that's kind of what I'm thinking as an angle. I have a few different kind of attack vectors that I can go on with my lineup. Um, and I may see if I can corner some of these decks with lower board control. I always take a look for what they've got for board control, scaling, amber control, and artifact control. Unfortunately, they're pretty flush with artifact control, so Quixels and animators and such may not be as potent. But if I can line up with some of these decks with sub 5 sub 7 amber control or board control with my heavy board decks, then that'll be pretty good. So we'll see. Looking at Leander as the first ban, it's a bit of a shame to hit a deck that doesn't have scaling amber control with the first ban. Um, but the big number aside, 96 SAS is quite the rating. But that number aside, they do have decent amount of creature control, so it kind of is on theme with what I'm trying to do. Though if I were going that route of cornering the no artifact decks, this wouldn't be my first ban. So we'll see. We'll see if they cooperate. We'll see if they cooperate. So Leander, you get ban number 1. And let's see. And they've banned T. Zager, the Lighthouse Dock, which is unsurprising. This is a very spicy deck. Um, so that feels actually pretty good though. So it is spicy, but isn't necessarily a big board flood deck. So I don't mind that terribly. Don't mind that terribly. And now I get to safe. So my two really big kind of board decks are Brickblade and Lorien. I think Brickblade is more likely to draw a ban, and there's more of a chance that Lorien's uh, gonna sneak through. So we'll safe Brickblade and see what they come back with. hmm So I'm going to remove the opposition research tag. Oh, I guess we can leave it now. We'll just remember that Leander's been banned. Some of my next choices, I mean, there's some great options here. I would love to ban this triple hawk deck, but I don't think it's worth one if we're targeting this board control. The red alert is annoying. Um, this deck here, Dare Elric, Elric, oh man, Kezian, call it Kezian, uh, is uh, is is probably my next one. Um, but we'll see what they save. If they're onto our strategy, then they may just save that deck. Hey, sneaky stream indeed. What's up, Murph? Yeah, a little earlier than anticipated, but I didn't put a note in the NKFL server. So sneaky indeed, stealth stream. We're like the startup in stealth mode, uh, perennial eternally. But it is a spicy deck, and it can go wide too. To be fair, you've got Kirby's hanging around that can spawn some other dudes. So 19 creatures, and the speed can churn you through that deck to make some really big boards. Um, so it's a ban-worthy deck. I don't think it was necessarily a mistake. I always look too if they have any Dicenia. Oh no, I'll stay sneaky though, Murph, and try and wrap things up to catch yours. Good luck with Algernon Honor, yeah. Uh, they have a Dysania in Baxis. Yeah, Baxis is a spicy deck. I would love to ban this deck. Uh, I would love to ban this deck because it just has so much high roll potential. Um, it's like, yeah, there's no board control, but like if this deck is playing defense, it's already in a bad spot. It's got the Dysania, it's got two key cheats and scaling amber control. So uh, let me know when you start too. We'll get the cross promotion love going. I dig it. Um, so yeah, Baxis is a deck I'm scared of. I will not be surprised to see them play it. I've seen a few of Beyjin's games. So Beyjin's matched up against Russell and also Not Tonight a couple times in matches that I've seen. So they do like this deck a lot. They like this deck a lot, and for good reason. Um, Lots of offense, lots of punch. Um, wouldn't be terribly surprised if it ended up being a safe. Let's see. Okay, they saved Regentin Echo. They saved Echo, which is reasonable. Uh, has a Harbinger of Doom. Has a Harbinger of Doom. Um, but I think our plan is still pretty good. So we'll see what they come back with. And that really means that I'm between Chronicler here and Kezian. Kezian has this Deacillus, which would be annoying. Dark Amber Vault ugh, versus Battleforged Chronicler, which has autoencoder and some other nonsense. Autoencoder plus punctuated equilibrium is really gross. Probably Chronicler makes more sense if I'm trying to play my own punctuateds. I would really rather not see an autoencoder. Autoencoder is on my list of things to squeeze out if I want my punctuateds in Brickblade to be good. Hey, thanks, Murph. Appreciate it. We'll see if folks come rolling in to watch the sloppiness. So Battleforged Chronicler, I think, is getting ban number 2 from me, and they're gonna make a ban as well. Hey, Zeramis, welcome, welcome, welcome. Keyforge indeed. Yeah, we are wrapping up the banning phase with Beyjin, and so far I have hit Leander and the Battleforged Chronicler, and we're hoping to make a stand with our big boards and knock out their board control options. Um, so we'll see. Usually against heavy lineups, um, Aslan, my double rig deck is pretty good, but I did have to ban Leander, and they've got a lot of scaling amber control kind of left. Baxis Chronicler got hit, uh, but Lando is good. I really hate seeing Eddie's uh, plus scaling amber control. Is very sad. Very sad. Yeah. Oh, and I got to figure out how to do the MVPs. We'll get you MVP status as a raise. I got to do some research to unsloppy the stream a little bit. All right. So what did they hit? They hit Aslan as band number 2. Aslan is super scary on paper. I don't think it's great in this matchup, uh, but it is an excellent deck. It definitely has good matchups left. Uh, oh, then we'll just keep mod. That would be super sloppy. Um, but yeah, double binate, double graft, 2 sloppy labworks. How can you not love that? 37 expected amber is justified. Um, and yeah, this is usually makes life difficult for mass mutation decks, but um, if you've got stealth modes, graphs, and TMDPs, it's paired with Eddie, it can be really really sad. But all right, here we are. So I'm definitely wanting to play both Brickblade and Lorien. I don't think Stealth Warper is coming off the bench for this match. It's a really strong deck. Probably has one of my higher win percentages of those in my lineup. Um, but they've still got Regentin, Kezian, and Lando. Lando was my ban. What did I ban? They have all these decks that I wanted to ban. Chronicler, right. So I'm actually going to remove those from the list here just so I don't actually keep wondering if I've banned them or not. Cool. hmm hmm Okay. And there's an Odoac and Regentin. That is the only Odoac, though. I might actually lead with Compagrief here. We'll get some good old-fashioned Coda Heist going, and see where that leaves us. And they playing Kezian. Oof, Deacillus. Deacillus with warding could be interesting. But this is a little bit of a throw the deck to the wolves and see what happens scenario. So I hope they hold up. We'll see. But we got a game going. Uh, let's give it a go. Compagrieve is a really great Coda heist deck, and I have to admit I didn't know the term heist until listening to the Nordic Keyforge podcast. So I thank you for that. But the deck exemplifies that description. Lots of amber generation, lots of steel. Yeah, making hay with their amber, as it were, and really hoping to have that nasty doorstep punish them once I forge after a big burst. So we'll see, and I'll make sure that I actually selected the right deck. I've done that before. Selected for game one, Combo Grief, he who slices the gully. That's the one. Let's go. Okay, and we're off. Coda Heist. Let's go. All right, good luck. Have fun. So they've got the standardized testing, and I think actually this is one of their decks that has more creature control. So I'm pretty happy to be seeing this get burned now, um, when I'm bringing a deck that exactly the deck which I did want to. uh, Beyjin says exactly the deck which I did not want to see first. Yeah, I dig it. Okay, that's a cool opener. We've got. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. I'm gonna keep this hand. Keep this hand. Logos comes down. Bot booked in with an amber pip. With an amber pip. I am gonna leave the shadows, be a little greedy, and see if I can knock something out of hand here in dis. So the dab hits the dab with the mind barb. Oof, that's a rip. Okay, okay. All right, make exactly. Oh, that's too much amber. Too much amber, I say. Assuming there's a reap coming. We assume there's a reap coming. hmm And bot booked reaps into Dinobot. Cool, cool. All right, we will unload the shadows now. Still one with Urchin. Pop the Urchin for another steal, and Ghostly Hand to get us to 6. And and you're kind of hoping to see a Terror there and follow up the Shred with a Terror. But either way it comes, I'll be happy to get. Hey, Dinobot, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, either way it comes, happy to be seeing these disc creatures earlier than later. Um, the one kind of awkward situational card in this deck is the Arise, and you just kind of hate seeing that Arise come early. It can be very powerful later on with the terrors being fueled by Charette and Schuler. So that's the kind of one situational, let's call it. All right, thanks, Murph. Ooh, Deacylus already. Wow, very nice. And a defense initiative protects the Deacylus. Yowza, yowza. Okay, okay, that is something. That is something. But yeah, what I was saying is everything else is pretty much just kind of straight value for what it is. Um, hmm, 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 hmm. I'm far more likely to get into more Sanctum. I could burn this. Could burn this Control the Weak now. Feels kind of bad. Um, no, we'll go Sanctum, and that's fine. We'll run out the champion. We'll make a pip with take hostages and have that be it. Um, yeah, would have loved to see a little bit more disc pop up here, but leaving a creature for the champion to hopefully get used by Dominator. But they have the reclaims, so that's not happening, unfortunately. Ooh, Lost in the Woods comes down to shuffle away champion Tabrim. Hmm. the double screen going. I like it. I like it, Zeramis. Yeah, and this is already off to a rough start, but we'll see. All right, so we'll go for the Dis now. Send them back into Untamed. Tentagus and the Charette takes them off check. Okay, and we've got that Arise we were hoping not to see quite so early, but there it is. Hoping that they aren't able to deal with this Charette immediately, so that I can unload my shadows before burning the doorstep. Okay, so a fight into Charette to put 3 damage on it. Yeah, we're going to go back into shadows, make 2 special deliveries, like having seen that reclaimed already. Steal 1 with the routine job, and don't hate this at all. So the trick will be if we can get that Deacylus without its ward before we play our Spirit's Way. So we do have the Spirit's Way now, but it could be tough. It could be tough. So Diametric Charge finishes off my dude. Bummer, bummer. And they're going to reap 2, 9. Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I'm not going to have a great way to deal with Deacylus once I burn the Spirit's Way. Do I just turn my back on that 7 Amber? I probably do. I probably do. Let's go for it. We're going to go into Sanctum, use the Spirit's Way first. They're going to steal 1 when Dimobot's destroyed. That's going to clear out Quixo, so I'll be able to deliver this this daughter a special delivery. Okay. So Spirit's Way comes down, Doorstep, Virtuous Works, daughter, and also Consul Primus can get purged as well. And we'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling. Okay, back into Saurian. They've got some Some steal and capture there. This Octavia is problematic for sure. All right, and shadows. Routine job's going to get 2 here. That's nice. Another 1 from the urchin. And Naughty can hang out. Expecting them to go right back into Saurian. No, they want Untamed. Going for the big board. Ooh, Fandangle. That's nice. Vault's Blessing too. Very cool. Okay, and they have the Scout. So Scout makes sense then. That Fandangle could be trouble if they clear my board, and they do. So now I almost wonder if I allow this Forge. They can make 3 Amber on board with Fandangle. Feels like not a tall order to get to 4 there. I have this Rise. Can't quite get them into range for the Terror to get value. There's also an option to play a Rise and call Shadows with it. Get back those Urchins. There's not a whole lot of Shadows coming up left. A lot of Sanctum and Dis. More Sanctum. I don't know if I necessarily even want to call Shadows. Maybe there's one more Shadows calling me. Another option is going into Shadows here to knock off the Citizen Shrix. I guess I don't hate that. Let's see. Sorry, thinking. Let's see how much they have in logos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 logos cards played. They've got Mutagenic Serum coming, another Daughter, and Quixo is in discard already. Reap. I don't think they're getting to meaningfully take advantage of the Fandangle and Logos. Saurian has 3 on board, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 4 more Saurian Duders coming. We've seen 1 Boar-the Eyes. There's another one coming. Defense Initiative. We've seen both. 1, 2, 3. Did I miscount? Oh, and the Purged. Okay, and the Purged one. And the Daughter has been purged. Okay, I'm going to read this, but I'm not terribly worried about the Fandangle. So we're going to go Shadows, knock off that guy, play a Macus Asp, and try this out. Fear is nice. Not fearing this Deacylus. Maybe Cornizin Octavia if they decide to capture here. But yes, they must forge. They must forge and then climb the long road back to Fandangle. But yeah, Cornizin is looking at either, or Fear is looking either at this Fandangle or Cornizin. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, and Untamed. Don't mind that so much. They've redrawn this Lumilu, right? Okay, that's a key. I'll take keys. Keys are good. Okay, so now I think the play is to arise into this or I hold the arise, hope to draw into the other terror. Is that super likely? Not terribly. Or bounce the Dark Fairy. Both good options. I think I like going dis here, getting back the rest of my dis tutors. Fear the Fandangle or the Dark Fairy? Either way, they can fight into Charette to get back their stuff. Get back those monies. If they go untamed to fight into Charette, they're leaving Snudge, which would be not so bad for me. I may regret this, but I'm going to bounce the Fandangle. Play a Charette. Play a Tentacus. Toss the Terror on a flank. And maybe I should have left the Charette on a flank to reset its Amber, but okay. Okay, value there. And depending what they do, Schuler could be big. We'll see. Coming up, we have a whole bunch of Sanctum, so I'm definitely hoping that I have enough dis on board to justify a dis call, draw into a bunch of Sanctum with my last chain shed. But we'll see. They may kill off this Terror or Charette, and then I can snudge the Schuler. I think the Snudge is probably the bigger threat, and they can always recapture. There's always time to recapture that Charette Amber. We'll see. We'll see. They must have redrawn the Lumilu. So in hand, they've got Lumilu and Fandangle at least. There's a good fight from Dark Fairy, probably into the Snudge. If I really need to, I can fight Charette into something to turn on the Schuler, but I don't know if it'll come to that. Okay, into Saurian. So still love seeing them be chained with plays Axiom. Ouch. Ouch. It's pretty good. Pretty good. The Axioms were looming. I don't think I can make a case for calling Sanctum here. You'd love to be able to get value out of this Schuler and Terror, but I'm really just not going to have a great dis turn coming up. So this is an easy Sanctum or an easy dis call, but yeah, it does feel bad. It does feel bad. So we're going dis. We'll play this Terror. We'll play this Schuler. And hope they don't burst above 7, I guess. Hope we draw into a pip plus Virtuous Works. Let's see it. Okay, a lot of Sanctum stuff. Not a check for us next turn. But I do really like seeing this Radiant Truth. So let's see. Mutagenic Serum, QMEX. Yep. Daughter. Okay, I like being able to stun that Dark Fairy. Discard standardized testing. Okay. Cool. So the Knight, or the Terror, is a Knight indeed. So that's going to be pretty juicy. Taunter. Unfortunately, my hand is all Knights, so I won't be able to give Remiel the benefit of that taunt. Coming up, we're going to have 3 more Sanctum. Doesn't look like I'm going to have much Amber control coming, but okay. And they have flipped their deck. There's still an Axiom coming too. They have double Axiom, right? One Axiom. So they played that, played standardized testing. They may redraw Lost in the Woods. Quicksand could come back around as well. Would have been a call to delete or delete to kill this Dark Fairy. But I will try my best not to capture onto the most powerful thing, I suppose. That feels kind of weird. All right, so we're going Sanctum. We are playing this round table, which is nice. And I'm going to leave some taunt slots open here, stun their things, and capture onto this Schuler, which is very unlikely to be standardized testing or fall into any quicksand. And we'll see what that does for us. Super happy for these dinos to be stunned. Cornizon is +1 power, so 6 power, 1 armor, 1 damage. Needs 6 more damage. There may be a fight coming into it. We'll see. Going dis again here doesn't feel terrible. But without Deacillus, let's see. On the board, I've got Reap, Reap, Reap. I can make 7 Amber on my next turn, unless they do something mean to me, which they might. And if they get to check here, we'll have to think through something else. So a reap, a possible fight or reap. So let's call that 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, and a deuter. Seems not bad. So taking away their amber control with Cornizon from a fight feels good. Taking away the Dark Fairy to turn off their quicksand is an option too. But I think they're running fairly low on their own amber control. Yeah, this deck does not have a ton. Deacillus, Strix. Yeah, so if I can survive, I don't think we've seen Vault's Blessing yet. So if I can survive and get to check, I'll be in good shape. But here they go. Into Untamed. Exhausting Dark Fairy, so probably not seeing the quicksand, but very likely seeing that Vault's Blessing. Plays the Fandangle. Growth Surge. And discards the quicksand. Yeah, that was one to play first. Okay, so they did not get to check. They have a big Fandangle. They have no key cheats. Cornizon's on board already, and it's stunned. Yeah, I think, I mean, Strix can come back and steal one, but I think this is pretty good. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go Sanctum. Virtuous Works. Make my terror even more terrible. 8 power, 2 armor is going to take care of this one. I don't think I care about the Fandangle any longer. Reap. Fight. Reap and heal. Yeah, and they say a good game. They say good game. We'll see their throws here. Lucky matchup for me. I'll take it. Although they had a lot more counterplay than I think they gave themselves credit for. I think this is probably the best matchup that I could have gotten for Combo Grieve, though it was a fun one. Fun one. Lots of counterplay for both sides, though them having next to no board control or amber control, excuse me, was tough. But they nearly got out in front of me with the Deacillus being super impactful. Yeah, stun got them. So cool, good first one. 3-2. I'm going to head on over there. Okay, so we one game in, a nice 3-2 for the people in the sloppy corner, reporting the score. So for game two, I definitely want to see both um, Brickblade and Lorian. Thanks not tonight for the good wishes. Hoping hoping to keep it sloppy and keep the good luck rolling. Uh, so I can remove this one, the tag from this one. Opposition research no more. You have been researched. And we have three choices here. Wouldn't really be surprised to see their safe deck, the quintessential safe deck game two, right? Um, so I might actually save Brickblade for game three. I think Lorien, I like its chances. I like its chances. I like its chances against most decks, but that's a character flaw, you know? Lando, they say. Okay. Lando's cool. Triple Hawk for some extra burst potential. They have the red alert I'll have to watch out for, and the Kymor too. Um, Bibliophiles can reign, and Dysania. Okay. They have only archiving through Eddie. Okay. Uh, so let's go Lorien, who I find with Piro, because typing characters with accents. It's tough. Tough for us silly Americans, you know? All right. An early hump from then. Yeah. Pick something which I really did not want to see. I am glad to hear it too, though we'll see. Okay, so a cool opener here. Um, I am so greedy. I'm going to keep this. Um, we are going to go Logos, play the sloppy lab work, lead off with the sloppy lab work. Do I tempt fate with this Dysania looming? Oof. I think so. I think so. Drummernaut goes in archives, discard this Hexbion, and we'll see how long I dare tempt my fate with ooh, subtle chain hits my standardized testing. Okay, that could be worse. Could be worse. Let's see the army of bibliophiles and the Dysania. No, that's okay. Help from future self. We'll shuffle things back in. I really just want them to unload duders here. Um, we'll flux them all. We'll flux them all. Not just some of them. All of them. They getting fluxed. They getting fluxed. So, so Lando. So Lando. We've seen your Dysania already. You could Kymor me now. That would be interesting. They are oubliette victims too, for sure. Hmm, interesting. I mean, I mean, How tempting is it to gobble up resembling automaton with uh, with this collector worm, right? So tempting. I think I got to do it. Um, we are not leaving the bibliophile. We are gonna tuck that one away, and yeah, we'll see. If they're really gonna be nice, they're gonna drop some uncharted lands. Don't love that. I do really want to get to check. I do. The red alert is coming. It feels like the one thing I have to watch out for. That and Kymor. Um, Perhaps I hold or discard the Foozle. I could just go right into Logos. That does get me to check two, burn this pheromones, and then I leave Time Traveler on a flank. That that feels pretty good. And I don't want to redraw the standardized testing. Do I want to redraw the carpet pheromones? I don't think so. And then do I want to hit 6 exactly or get smashed with the Ronnie? Hmm. Definite no on the archives. I don't think I would want the pheromones again. Um, Taking this time traveler. Gonna draw two. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So it's gonna be a check at 5. Um, a check for potential forge at 5, unless they have Kymor and the Ronnies. Go at 8. I think this is a hold. I think this is a hold off on using the pheromones for now. But quick shadows from them. So where's the Ronnie? Let's see it. Oubliette Purges, Collector Worm. Okay. Okay, that's a forge. I'll take it. I guess we're done holding these duders. Are we though? 3 to each flank creature, huh? Hmm. Okay. I think we're gonna unload some Brobnar. Spike Trap is gonna hit Time Traveler. So I guess maybe I'll leave a Bramo on a flank. Definitely covering up this Titan mechanic. So let's do that. And then do we want to tempt fate with Red Alert? I think we just go for it. And if they have it, they have it. I'm going to hold this Coward's End. Yeah, Star Alliance. There's almost certainly a Red Alert coming. Okay, I think it was probably still worth not playing around. Or I believe it was still worth not playing around, but I could be wrong. Brains Blaster, cool, cool. Oof, this is a big turn. Gonna transport a platform this frame. Nice. That's really nice. Really nice, you jerk. Hmm. Do they replay it? Expose the frame? That's kind of the question, right? You always wonder, like, you've got this bouncing frame choice now. Do you put it out back again and then also load it up with the same um, same upgrades? Because now it is exposed. Um, but we will go Logos. No on the archives. Smash the frame. Igor takes Mm, Mars first. And they get Forge here. Cool. Love seeing the key abduction paired with no drone too. Very nice. So I'm gonna get to archive this Coward's End. If they're really cooperating with me here, they're gonna go Logos and archive something with Eddie. That would be really nice. You should do it. You should do it, Beyjin. Oh, look at that. So obliging. So obliging. Okay, into Mars we go. No on the archives. There is something to be said for taking these archives to gum up their hand. I think I'm going to keep that later to gum up their hand. But for now, we're going to play this no drone, archive the Coward's End, purge their archived card, and stun that duder. Really tempted to fight into the Eddy. Capture one with key abduction. Or with Mars first, excuse me. Yeah. Get some amber captured there. And now do I saber hold? They're not going to kill. I think I'm really tempted to save. So greedy. So greedy. Being super greedy, but let's do it. Okay, so we've got Gangernaut and our Gangernaut in hand. So that's pretty cool. Oof. That is bananas. Bananas. Mm-hmm. They're going nuts with their transporter platform, as they have every right to. Oh, that's cool. So putting the cloaking dongle on Eddie is annoying for sure. Spike Trap also does some work to mess with um, my Coward's End plan, or my Coward's End plan. Okay, so interesting. So I can destroy them all. Hits the CXO, transporter, Eddie, fight into Eddie with the no drone, replay the no drone, archive. Or Coward's End just kills this one, and I have to fight in with the Gangernauts. So another option is to get 2 reaps. That gets me to 4. Doesn't feel super meaningful to get this reap. I think I'd rather fight off the Eddy and collect the amber there, clear away some of that stuff. Okay, we're going for Mars again. No on the archives. Destroying them all. So transporter platform. The creature is CXO Tabor, and the upgrade is this cloaking dongle. I am going to fight here. And replay the no drone. Archive. This dude, still not purging. And that's that. So many observers. Yeah. Little bird Mm-hmm. The Hawks are really good. Can they get to check? Because that will be pretty gnarly. Oh, they're feeling famous. Another Hawk. No. Yeah, that's bad news. That's bad news bears right there. Um, we can't stop the seven. We can't stop the seven. We were really all in on getting to Ganger Nut next turn and then hoping to draw into Might Makes Right. So womp 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 womp. But we'll do the Ganger Nut just for fun, right? Just so it looks, it looks better on the old scoreboard. I know Zeramis is cringing right now, but you got to do it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good game, well played. Oof, one key. Yeah, the hold was interesting. I wasn't sure about it. I really do like pairing those two. So yeah, will be cool, interesting to compare notes. Thanks. Yeah, yeah. That initial. That was an interesting matchup. Yeah, holding off the Gaggenot was pretty big. They had a clutch Ronnie, which we kind of anticipated, but thought it was that was worth risking. And I may have gotten a little too fiddly with my Mars. I'm not sure. There's something. Artifact control came late. Yeah, they're making that comment. I agree, but I don't know. Was not banking on the artifact control. I still did not see remote access. Would have been nice to see remote access to pair their transporter platform with an Igor or time traveler. Um, but all right, cool. So they still have their that is a Sag, one keys, one key singular for the good guys, three for them. Um, they still have their safe deck, Regenton and Baxis. Um, and they are almost certainly assuming that we'll be playing our own big board deck. There is a case to be made for Stealth Warper here. Stealth Warper could really pose some issues for Regenton, even if they if they really wanted to be safe to this Quixel Stone, right? They have to really not play creatures so that they have a spot to play Shark into, or have a plan to blow up their board, which they have an Obsidian Forge, so that kind of throws it out the window. They can always throw down the Obsidian Forge, clear their board, and then get Shark on the next turn. So unfortunately, yeah, I don't think that's gonna really work. So okay, well, we're gonna go Brickblade. We're gonna go Brickblade. See how this goes. And they've selected Regenton. Not surprised. All right. Brickblade it is. Brickblade of the Commander's Guild Hall. Good luck and have fun. Ooh, that is a pretty yummy opener. Pretty yummy opener indeed. Keep that hand. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 That's a hand. All right. So let's play Val Kirby Chan. And away we go. Away we go. We're using Val's play. Oh, mama. Kirby. Ouch. What do we hit? A tribute, an exile, and the Scudam. The Scudam is a big hit. Um, yeah, and the duders keep coming. Let's archive a untamed duder that we do not wish to see. Oh, mama. Look at this hand. Look at this hand. Just leave me a Kirby. Just leave me a Kirby. That's all I'm saying. Come on, my guy. Don't kill them all. What do we got? Failing strike. Positron bolt. Yeah, yeah. I feel good about the chances of at least one of these making it out alive, but we'll see. I guess interesting question too is how I order some of these or all if they make it through. It was a nice opener. Yeah, it was a nice opener. Yeah, but good openers. Uh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, they're saying they need some seconds to think, and I apologize. I could make my ugly mug a little smaller here and not cover up all the chat for you. Um, but yeah, um, so nice opener indeed. Um, Plasmate's gone, so that's nice. They're not going to be reordering my battle line. Um, very cool. Now I'll have some interesting decisions too. I can. Okay, Neutron Shark comes down. Nice. So things may not get super out of hand for them. Now I was debating. I was debating. Never can trust the shark. Yeah. I was debating running Val into this Legionary so I could pop the ward, and then I've already discarded Scudam. Okay. So then I could pop the ward, send this back into their hand with Nature's Call, but not happening. So okay, we're going Star Alliance. Do we want our archives? We do not. We do not. No, thank you on the archives. Um, so let's see. We're getting. We're going to Nature's Call back. Rex, Shark. I think a Kirby. Or do we want extra archive? We'll leave the archive till after we punk. There's a case to be made for Nature's Calling the Gray archiving now, but yeah, I don't think that checks out. Um, so we are gonna reap with the Kirby. Play this Nature's Call. Bounce that Kirby, the Shark, and the Rex. Replay the Kirby over here. Now we can Cloaking Dongle between the Kirbys. Now we can punk. Okay, interesting. Hit the Infernus, hit the other tribute. Okay, that is awfully nice. They have an Evil Eye, Odoak for Ember control. I'm going to protect this non-elusive Duder. Reap and tuck away Tentadlin. Reap with Kirby to play a Spiral, and Reap with Chan. Okay, some stuff getting played. Eddie comes down. Titan Guardian. Group Think Tank. Group Think Tank is Sag. Group Think Tank is Sag. I think I just let them do it. And Reap, Reap, Reap. Try and build up those Untamed archives. I don't think I'm fighting through. So let's see, break award, 2 fights. So yeah, I need what? A fight, then 2 more, 2 fights. Yeah, not getting that one. Womp womp, womp womp womp. So let's burn through our Star Alliance. No in the archives. Oh, I guess there was a really cool play that I didn't really think through, which I should have. So this is a misplay, but or at least something I didn't consider, as I could have played down this Deepwood Druid to break up my Untamed or my Star Alliance. Yeah, if I had been thinking farther ahead, I may have archived. I think I had an opportunity to archive another Druid at one point, although this might be the same one. That would let me save 1 Star Alliance Duder. Not great. If I had 2, then maybe it would be something. But okay. So we're gonna just reap it out. Just reap it out. I guess there's a case to be made for. Nah. Archive this one. Keep the reaps going. Reap. Move some amber. And tuck that one there. Check. Check it is. And they're almost forced back into Untamed. Hey, Floxamol, welcome. This is game 3. We've split the game so far. I had a very, very nice start. And I'm hoping it carries me through, but we'll see. Okay, so they play Reassembling Automaton first before using Group Tank. They say, sure. Yeah. Where we know this think tank's coming. It is arguably a misplay, but I think they essentially caught themselves right in the moment. Yeah, it was a misplay. We'll see. Is this a forge? It is. Do I pull the archives? They still have group think tank coming. That is super annoying. Now, how do I kill this dude? It doesn't make sense to pull archives from my Untamed because the group think tank will wipe them out. So in Saurian, Auto Legionary is also kind of awkward. with the group thinking belonging to all houses. But I think we're just going to move some of this untamed and kind of force them to keep going back into logos. Um, there probably will come a time when I pull all those archives. The other option, I guess, would be to have just played one untamed creature and then start diversifying my battle line. Um, that's an option. That's an option. Greater Oxtet comes down. Okay. Exhuming Infernus. Yeah, chop up my discard pile before I reshuffle. Makes a lot of sense. Spider. Okay, now they're starting to build up, but build up in a way that also exposes them to the group think tank. I feel like I should be more. Maybe I'm overvaluing this group think tank's impact. Um, Go Saurian. We still won't shuffle. We've seen both exhumes between discarding and playing, so we're not going to get hit next turn. The other option is I reap out, play another Untamed dude, but in Saurian, I can put some dinos on the flanks. Yeah, yeah, it is interesting. Auto Legionary, very sad with group think tank. I'm going to use Strata, reap with it to gain 2. I'm going to burn. We're not planning to go Saurian next turn. No, very unlikely. So I'm going to burn this tribute. Capture one more there. I will put this on the left flank. And I'm going to save Deepwood Druid and actually, do I just save a bunch of untamed creatures? Star Alliance happens next turn, probably. Auto Legionary will get hit no matter what. Tough one, tough one. They have no stealing happening, but they do have capturing. Okay, we'll save the pose. I think that makes good sense. And also the Jarda. Cool. Cool. They're back into Dis. Okay. They can fight into something with Infernus, and then... Oh no, but they have... Oh, okay. So Thero gets hit because of their duder. Sure, sure. And they're going after Quester Jarda. I don't hate that. I'm pretty okay with getting a turn to go untamed here. Lay out the rest of my dudes, and then fight in and kill this Obsidian Forge before it becomes a problem. Yeah, let's go untamed. Now we can pull archives. We're going to flip our deck so we don't have to risk redrawing all this nonsense. We need to fight into something and not die with Rustnar. I suppose that unfortunately has to be the automaton. Hmm. Okay, untamed here. Yes on the archives. Fight Rosnar into the automaton. Let's keep it on the right flank. Blow up the obsidian forge. Heal this Rosnar first. So we haven't seen the evil eye. They could go back into this. They could have redrawn these tributes. Them purging Nature's Call with Eddie um, does kind of suggest that tribute might be coming. Tribute plus Scudam. Hmm. I think if they do anything other than go Logos after I unload this Untamed Hand, then I'm in pretty good shape to follow up. Um, yeah, so I don't think that needs to be a fight there. Okay, into this. So we're gonna see an Evil Eye. Okay, a Malazan fight as well to take off one more, and that'll be enough to stop the check. Will it though? Captures one from its own side. No, pose will still pose a problem, as it were. So I'll need one more piece of amber control, or they'll need to deal with the pose. Rosnar gets killed. Sensible. Okay, they fight into pose, breaks the elusive, but captures from the common pool. I think that was maybe unexpected. Yeah, the pause here is the like, wait. Yeah, there's the evil eye. Expected. I think I'll still forge at 10, forge for 10. But I don't think they had a way to kind of stop me with a Reaper from 5, Reaper 5 next turn. A high roll for the a high roll for sure. Um, but um, and some pleasantries to end the game. Here we go. But cool. So we return the favor on the 3-1. That feels pretty good. Hey, thanks chat for the GGs. Yeah, that was a cool one. I mean, I was kind of sitting behind Brickblade high rolling in the beginning, and that definitely set me on course here. I was curious about some of their choices at the end. I don't know if I would have unloaded the discs or just gone back into logos to group think tank and wipe things out. Um, but yeah, the group think tank was really cool. I wasn't really considering it, or it didn't jump out to me when I was initially reading the list. It may have been worthwhile to pop a ward on that legionary. This legionary that was their turn one play warded itself and is still here with a ward. Yeah, protecting those two. Um, ooh, 2 wins from both us on the fantasy team. Yeah, they're fierce. They're strong. They're very strong. So I count myself fortunate to get away with 2 wins in this one. Um, but yeah, cool. All right, well, appreciate you all hanging out for the game. I'm gonna sign off there. Um, so yeah, see you around the lab. Later, peeps.